special guest joining me, a household name to this thing we love called battle rap, the champion of T7M Radio, by the ad. This is the bar guard. We got Danny Myers back in the building. Danny, what's poppin', bro?
Salutations, brother.
Yes, sir.
Salutations.
Salute. Appreciate you, man, as always. Salute to everything you got going on, man.
Absolutely, man. Salute to you, man, for all the hard work you put in, man.
Man, we out here doing our thing, man. You already know. I got so much to talk to you about, but I want to try to keep this thing quick. I don't want to hold you, but we got so much going down in battle rap, man. I definitely want to pick your brain and get your thoughts on some things.
Oh, yeah. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. Shit, I got all day.
Talk. All right, well, I want to get into your situation first, man. Initiation going down on the URL out in Cali. You locked in versus New Jerzey Twork.
Absolutely, man. You know, I'm definitely excited. You know, Twork is one of the most electrifying battlers in the culture. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of energy. His pen game is getting crazy. His presence, he just got like this star power. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's dealing with a god. You understand what I'm saying? He's dealing with a nigga he's dealing with a man who done seen the A-Verb Showtimes, the JC Haymakers, the Big K Haymakers, D-Dot Haymakers, Chilla Jones Haymakers. You know what I'm saying? I done stood in front of the world's best writers and battlers, period.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So this just gonna be just another day for me. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And it's like I feel like he coming in, but he's like the mini me. That's why I gave him the bar guy chain. I passed down the chain to him. I say, yo, okay, you're gonna be the successor of this. You know what I'm saying? But problem is, I'm still here. So if he really wanna solidify himself as the new bar god, he got to kill the original bar god. He got to beat me to get that. But that's not gonna happen. So
let me ask you this:
that's that.
When it comes to the battle for Twork or versus Twork, what is this battle about for you, Danny? Is this to show that he is not that dude? Is this to show that you can beat the hottest nigga out? Is this to show Twork that it's levels? Like, what's the mission for the bar guard?
It's really okay. There's a few reasons. Okay, so for one, I want to teach him lessons. Like, if I pass him the chain, it's like, I want you to be great, but you don't really know everything yet. You ain't been here as long as I have. So who better to teach you than myself? So I'm going to show him some things that he needs to know. You know what I'm saying? Before he can officially take over the whole bar guy shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So like Mr. Miyagi gotta really teach Daniel's son all the lessons before Miyagi passed away, and then Daniel's son can continue the tradition. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is, he's one of the hottest dudes in battle rap. So it's like every time somebody was hot and on a crazy streak, I wanted that person because I'm the monster hunter. I hunt monsters. You feel me? So when Chilla was hot and just sent Prep Soul, I was like, give me Chilla. You know what I'm saying? Right. When Danger Zone was on that crazy streak, 2015 Battler of the Year, I said, give me Danger. So Jonai, same thing with Jonai. So when y'all already know my history, like when somebody's on fire, that's who I want. I want who y'all think is the best, and I'm gonna show you that he not. I do that shit every time. So this is gonna be another example.
Now, of course, if you are going to pass the torch down, you have to have some level of respect for his pen game. What's the level of respect for New Jerzey Twork's pen game that you actually do have?
You know, when I already knew, like when he said, like monotheism, I let one guide him to the sky, or let one guide him to the gates of heaven. When he's referencing thing like monotheism on URL, and we know URL is normally gun bars, drug bars, life struggle bars. Nobody's talking about monotheism. Nobody's talking about Nicodemus and Nebuchadnezzar. Like the things that Twork is referencing is fresh air to me on URL, and I'm highly impressed with, you know, his reference selection. So I understand his pen game and his mind is a lot deeper than a lot of the people on URL, honestly. And that's what made me really take interest. You know what I mean? Because a lot of dudes got presence and star power energy, but when I noticed, because you know, if I'm a bar guy, trust me, I'm listening. I'm listening to these guys' rhymes. I'm breaking down every line, every entendre. I'm checking if your syllables is matching up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the little finer things that the average fan really not listening for.
Right.
So when I'm hearing Twork, I'm hearing flashes of greatness, yet I still see flaws. You know, he still do a little reaching here and there. You know, he be choking, stumbling. There's flaws, but if dusted off and polished correctly, it could be something. So Twork is like one of those antiques. You know, you find a gold lamp in a trash can. It probably got a little dust and dirt on it, so you just dust it off, and now it's worth something. So I just gotta dust him off, and then he'll be shiny.
Well, let me ask you this, because you are the bar guard, one of the hardest, if not the hardest working artist that I've ever met in this thing.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. With Twork having those allegations put on him about the wordplay and the material, how do you still find a level of respect with this? Not saying that it's true.
You know what? You know what? Oh man, that's a very peculiar situation to be in, because I do understand that it's a million of us battlers. It's only 26 letters in the alphabet. It's only so many things niggas can really rap about that ain't already been said. Like I said, on top of you not saying something that a million niggas already said, you got to say some shit that you haven't already said. Right. So a lot of times we're going to come into situations where somebody's pulling from the same source material and they're making their own punchline out of it. And then there's just some cases where niggas is saying shit word for word. So you can get some shit where it's like, it's just a coincidence. So-and-so said that. Or he said something like that. Or he said this, but he put his own little spin on it. And sometimes that's just coincidence, and sometimes it's just blatant fighting. I never really got proof, solid, conclusive evidence that Twork was stealing bars.
Right.
But it definitely don't look good. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? But despite that, I still have respect for his pen game, because he is bringing something different to the table every time he get up there. He is trying to be original. You know, despite the shit that he said that other niggas might have said already, I still see a lot more things that he says that are actually original. Okay. So I think the good outweigh the bad.
Facts. So overall, in your opinion, Danny, by you being a veteran, you think Twork is good for the URL moving forward?
Yeah, because he represents something different. Because if we get everybody doing the same thing over and over, then there's really no growth, and it just shows that URL has hit a ceiling in terms of the content that is able to be said on their platform. Like I said, everything is just gun bar, dope dealing, trapping, gun bar, I'll sock your mama, I'll shoot you, I've been on the block, I've been homeless before. All this, we get that. We hear this time and time again. And then you get Twork, which is a breath of fresh air, and you hear some new substance and new material. So I think he definitely is a good example to be, for the newer guys, or somebody who might not even be a battle rapper yet. They can just look at what Twork is doing and, just take from that and build on their own shit from there.
Yeah, the star quality is crazy. Even if from the fan point of view, if you're not really into the sport and you really get into it and start by watching Twork, right, you're going to be stuck.
And you know what? And that's something you cannot train for. That's something you just got to have. It's either you got it or you don't. And
right.
just Twork just so happens to have star quality along with dope stuff. And that's what makes him like a double threat. You know what I mean?
Word. T7M Radio, we got Danny Myers on the line. When is initiation going down? We got a date?
Yeah, July 8th, Los Angeles, California. July 8th, get your tickets, Eventbrite right now. You know what I'm saying? Tickets are selling fast. The card is dope. A couple more dope announcements coming up. So,
okay.
Yeah, okay. It's something dope that we can have on the West Coast besides Traffic, our annual huge card Traffic, and that'll be coming up too this year, I think November. So, you know, shout out to KG for expanding. Shout out to URL for expanding to the West and going to hitting all these other different markets that they hit, like Houston. They did the volume 2 down there in Orlando, even though it was a private event. At least they still traveled. You feel me? So yeah, initiation July 8th.
How important do you think it is that the URL have been consistently throwing battles in the West Coast? Because you can go anywhere and try to get the bag, throw an event, but they've been very consistent with the West Coast as far as putting on events. How important do you think it is?
You know what? I want to salute them, because when they first came to the West, I was not happy in terms of, I just thought it was like a flash in the pan type of thing.
Okay.
So the first Traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, y'all came out to the West and y'all did Traffic, but everybody just called it the URL West and not really respected it as URL.
Right.
So it was almost like a separate thing.
Got you.
It was like a separate thing from URL. So it's like you'll have the NBA, then you'll have like the D League, which is kind of like the NBA, but it's not really. So I was like, people was looking at the Traffic thing as, oh, that's just a West Coast side thing that the URL does. But I think over time, it has now gained the proper respect from the fans as, no, this is an actual URL event. And with Traffic 3 going down, where you had names like Suge and T-Top and JC and, you know, and Tay-Rock Disaster, that, like, Traffic 3 really solidified the URL's position in the West Coast as, like, we are here. Like, this is really the URL down here. This ain't just we just gonna throw y'all a bone.
Right.
So
you've been at the forefront of all this, though, man. You've been at the forefront of all this. How happy are you personally?
Oh man, you know, it's like it's a dream come true, man. Because I worked my whole life to get the West Coast to the point it's at now.
Okay.
Like, I wanted the West Coast to be respected as a true region that has real skills. And we're not just like some novelty and, because when people think of West Coast battle rap, it was always just like grind time and things of that nature, Awkwards and Illmacosaurus during the freestyle era, but not really respected on the same level as like the Murder Mooch and Sirius Jones and Loaded Lux. Like, it was never respected on the same level. But over the years, with, you know, just grind and hard work, you know what I'm saying? Me, Daylight, Nitty, Disaster, you know, shout out to Emerson Kennedy and B-Dot and Geechee, just all the new West Coast guys coming up. We are now officially here, and we're making statements every time we get on that stage. Like, niggas know when you get on a stage with a West Coast dude, this ain't no come get some money battle.
That's a
like,
fact.
oh, this is just a bag.
That's a
like
fact.
you gotta really bring it. B-Dot not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Rum Nitty is not playing. So whether you beat us or don't beat us, you just know that this ain't nothing to be played with.
So that's a fucking fact.
You know, I'm very happy, man. I definitely was one of the leading people to get this movement to where it is, and to see it where it is now just shows that all my hard work wasn't in vain.
Word. Let me get some key to victories when it comes to initiation with a couple of these battles. I know the card is not fully put out there, but we do got Rum Nitty versus Briz going down. What's your thoughts and keys to that particular matchup?
Rum Nitty might have to do some different things as opposed to just punching Briz away. I don't know if just punching Briz is gonna do the job, because Briz does so much more. He's entertaining. He does the disrespectful things, and Nitty not really known for like the disrespectfulness. You know, he's more for the creative, witty gun lines.
Right.
You know, that's his thing. You know, that's what he promotes. He's on that. So I'm not sure if that is gonna beat Briz, So Nitty might have to do a couple things different or add something to his repertoire to beat Briz. And at the same time, Briz gonna probably have to step up his pen game if he hopes to beat Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? On the other end of the spectrum. You feel me?
Okay. Gotcha. Now,
So let me think.
What about
go ahead.
What about was it Tech Nine and Geechee's locked in on this card?
Yeah. So Geechee pretty much can just keep doing what he's doing. Cause Geechee's been in there with the thing about Geechee is he's not stuck in a box to where he's just talking his gangster stuff because he battled me, JC, Af, and Gluezy easily four of the top punchers in battle rap.
Word.
And Geechee has battled all four of us and has survived. Has won in some of those cases. So with him having the pen and being able to tell those real vivid street tales that resonate all across the world. You don't even have to be a gangbanger. You got a cousin, you got a homeboy, you got a family member that been through the stuff that Geechee is talking about. So you gonna feel what he's talking about.
Word.
So I'm not sure what Tech Nine. It's not even me being biased. I'm just really because I'm a battle rap analyst myself. So I'm just trying to analyze it from a fan standpoint and figure out what can Tech Nine do to counteract Geechee's realism and his bars. Because we know Tech Nine pen game ain't that crazy. Tech Nine was never known for bars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what his key to victory is going to be. You know what? I got it. Tech Nine key to victory is just simply not to show up. Don't get on the plane. Because when you come to LA, you not finna beat. Listen, bro, you not finna beat no Geechee Gotti in LA. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we just gotta keep this shit a buck. So if Tech Nine can pull off the impossible, more fucking power to him, and I'll be the first to apologize. I'll go on Champion and apologize and whatever I gotta do. But I can't see Tech winning this battle at all.
Okay. Passwords versus Young Cannon, I think, is also on this card. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's people. Nobody really talking about that battle, but that might even be one of the better battles because Password's lyricism is really up there. His pen game is really up there. I think he just gets slept on because he got a different style and he kind of come from the grind time background.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where he's doing like multis and he's doing jokes. But he also talked that Oakland shit. He talked that Oakland shit. You know what I mean? And that's some hood grimy shit up there that they going through. Young Cannon, one of the most consistent battlers, period. Whether he win or lose, whether you don't like his style or you do like him, if you think his punchline style is outdated, then the man is nothing to be played with.
Right.
I done seen Cannon do niggas filthy. You know what I'm saying? So who gonna win? I want to say Pass. I don't want to be West biased, but I remember Pass and the look he had on his face after the Briz Rothstein battle on Traffic 2. And Briz came to LA and pretty much cleaned Pass up. He cleaned Pass up.
That's a fact. Pass got to bounce back.
Yeah. So guess what? That memory is in Pass's head. He not finna make the same mistake and come back to LA and get beat up again on his second attempt on URL. So I think he's gonna rectify everything he did wrong in that Briz battle, and he's gonna upset Young Cannon. I think he's gonna upset. Maybe Young Cannon is the favorite, but I got Pass winning this one.
No question. Well, y'all get y'all tickets, people. Pay-per-view. Y'all know what it is. Initiation. URL shit featuring Danny Myers versus New Jerzey Twork. It's gonna be so bananas. Whew.
Oh yeah, man. Oh man, me and Twork. Just the energy alone. The energy alone is enough to sell the fight. And then you're getting two extreme pen games with some outside of the box references and just unorthodox. Really, is unpredictable. Like, you can't predict what I'm gonna say to Twork, and nobody can predict what Twork gonna say to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not really a guy who's gonna take a bunch of angles on somebody, and I don't think Twork gonna take no whole lot of angles on me either. So it's really gonna just be a battle of who got the better pen, who's just say the most creative shit, and that's what it's gonna come down to.
Let me ask you this, Danny, from the analytical point of view. You got the new venture with Angry Fans Radio, the premier radio show in battle rap. Do you have any plans on, doing some type of media in the future once you retire away from the game? Like, is this something that you are kind of game planning?
I'm gonna be doing no debating. That's KNOW. I'll be doing no debating with Danny Myers. So it's be like a little radio show I'm gonna do on battle rap.
Okay.
I'll be doing vlogs. I'll be writing a book and be putting out a couple battle rap films. So I'm definitely got a whole lot of stuff on the horizon. I'm going to be doing commentating on the pay-per-views. I'm going to be doing coaching. So there's a whole lot of stuff for me to do after my career's done.
Okay.
But I'm going to do a lot of that stuff while I'm still battling. You feel me?
Oh, dope.
So I'm working on a movie right now. I'm working on a movie and a book.
Wow.
So look out for that.
The bar God, big moves. All right, Danny, I ain't going to hold you too much longer. We definitely got to talk about Murder Mook versus A-Verb going down on RBE.
Yo, man, it's a clash of the Titans, man. It's a clash of the Titans. Been years in the making. I know niggas been wanting to see this battle for a long time. Some people were initially not happy because all of the Mook versus Surf.
Right.
The Surf versus Mook battle some people want to see. Okay. So when they announced that it was Mook versus Verb, a lot of people felt a lot of disappointment, but I don't think people really realize the magnitude of this battle or realize its potential.
Only the new niggas.
And
only the new niggas.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Talk to these people, man.
Yeah, man.
Educate these youngsters.
This shit has been.
Yeah, y'all mad because it wasn't y'all hero Surf, but y'all can't sleep on what Verb been doing. And I know Verb had a lot of mishaps over his career, but that doesn't overshadow his legacy. It don't really overshadow his legacy overall. And this is a game that means the world to a Verb. This would mean the world to any battler.
Word.
Mook and Lux, it's certain guys like Mook, Lux, and maybe Hollow that are like revered as like GOAT status dudes. So these are like the last dude on a video game. You beat all the little minions, you beat this bad guy, you beat this bad guy, and at the last level is either Mook, Lux, or Hollow. So a win here means a lot for A-Verb's career. It could really put him in that Rushmore solidified talk or GOAT talk. A lot of people might already have him as the GOAT.
Okay.
A loss here also can really hurt his legacy too. A loss could hurt his legacy.
He ain't getting Lux if he lose this Mook battle. I don't see
exactly. It ain't. Yeah. It ain't no need. It ain't no need to get Lux if you lose the Mook.
Let me ask you this, because life ain't fair, but is it fair that Verb is doing all the promoting for this battle? It seemed like Mook has took the LeBron approach and not really on social media as much when it comes to like Twitter and stuff. I see Verb been pushing this, promoting this real heavy. Do you think it's fair that Mook is not putting that same energy out there, or is it how it's going to be?
Well, I can say this. Some guys are just natural promoters. Some guys like Verb promotes his battles pretty decently. Like he's very entertaining. I really never seen Mook really like promoting battles. You know what I'm saying? So some battlers just do it naturally, and some are. It depends on the contract. Like, because in your contract it could say you are required to do interviews and promote and do a couple videos and social media. So sometimes it's required for you to promote. Mook probably is going to promote. I'm quite sure that would be in the contract. You know what I mean? Why would you not have a man that you gave a whole lot of money to? Why would he not have to be obligated to promote? So I think he's going to promote, but later on down the line, closer to the battle, Verb is on top of it. And earlier I was just doing a live about battle rap villains.
Okay.
and Verb is one of the top villains of all time in battle rap. Like Verb, Surf, Arsenal, Suge, K-Shine. There's just certain guys that are just battle rap villains. These are the bad guys. And Verb is the bad guy. He's a super bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I never was sure about Mook's position. I never was sure whether he was a hero or a villain.
Okay.
I never really, it's kind of like it's blurry right there, honestly. But Verb is definitely a villain. So he gonna promote and talk shit and talk shit and talk shit, and that's what he does. So is it fair? I mean, it's not, I don't know. It's not for nobody to call. You feel me? Because Verb's doing that on his own.
Got you.
Mook probably, like you said, taking a LeBron approach and just chilling, probably just writing. He just focused. Mook focused.
So who wins in August, Mook or Verb, in your opinion?
Freak. Okay, so Mook gotta be like God-like. Understand what I'm saying? I think the pressure is more so on Mook than it is on Verb.
You think
because
so?
When you're revered as one of the GOATs, when you first open your mouth, nigga, they want to be amazed. Like you gotta live up to this mythical status.
Right.
You can't be revered as like the Wizard of Oz, and then you start rapping. It's like some shit that Blue Easy could have said, or some shit that any other nigga could have said. We want to hear something that we would have never thought of. We want to hear angles and a breakdown that no one else could do. So Mook has a lot of pressure.
Okay.
Verb has to be great. He has to be great. You know what I'm saying? But I think Mook got to be godlike. And I'm not sure he's going to live up to that.
Okay.
I'm not sure Mook going to live up to the godlike status with the pen. So I'm going to go with Verb if he don't stumble and choke.
But he going to have to be great. All right. That's what it is. Shout out to RBE.
Yeah, Verb 2-1, August 18th, man. I'm going with my sensei, man. I'm going with my sensei. He passed me down the crown.
Word.
I want to see him win. As long as he don't choke, he should take the battle, man. Because Verb is definitely more lyrical than Mook to me.
That's interesting. Maybe you're right. You might be right. What's your thoughts on Los making a return to battle rap? You excited to see that?
It's amazing. I spoke with Los. I spoke with him. We gonna, I'll probably, I'm gonna give him some pointers, some tips. Me and Los is actually good friends.
Okay.
So, I'm highly excited. I'm waiting on ARP to drop some of these announcements. I'm kind of like in the loop, but not 100% sure because I haven't spoke with ARP myself.
Okay.
But if some of these rumored battles are true, then this card is going to be fucking legendary. So that's all I can say. Like I'm super excited. But yeah, Los, this is an industry guy that's coming, but this is an industry guy that actually can really freaking rap.
Oh,
like,
no
Los
question. He from out
crazy.
here in B-more. He from out here, so I already know firsthand.
Yeah, and I know you want to see him do well.
Absolutely.
Like you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Los that he is coming and he want to make a statement. Like I always knew he could do it. Like I've always wanted to see him battle Crooked Eye on URL. That's like or Lupe Fiasco. Like that was always one of my dream matchups. Like as far as industry guys go.
Okay. So
we'll see. I know who his opponent is, but that shit gonna be fire. It's gonna be incredible.
I can't wait.
I don't know if this is a battle of like haymakers, like URL style haymakers. I think this is more of a battle of where niggas is just gonna be like, what the fuck?
It's gonna be a movie.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
gonna be a movie.
like mind bending bars, like just lyricism in general. So hell yeah, man. Shout out to ARP for doing this. This right here is giving us that Summer Madness 2 feel, man. It's giving us that well, of course you got Mook on the fucking card. So when you got Mook and Verb, it's like, damn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
lit.
this is bringing the 2012 feel back to battle rap. So shout out to ARP, what he doing. Shout out to URL and all the leagues in general, because 2018 is looking wonderful. Wonderful.
No question. One more thing, Danny, before I let you go. It was just announced Sue Surf's return is going to be at Gnome 8, and Rum Nitty gets that opportunity. God. What's your thoughts on this whole thing they'll put together with Rum Nitty and Surf, and how you think that's going to play out in Gnome 8?
Okay, so shout out to Surf. I really, like I said, man, people think me and him got a beef or what. Well, we do, but whatever. We're rivals, but I am not a hater. Like, I really love the fact that Surf plays that villain role so freaking well. Like I was telling people, you remember Star Wars because of Darth Vader. We went to see Infinity Wars because of Thanos. Right. The villains sell the fight. They sell the movie. Surf is the ultimate villain. You know what I'm saying? You got other ones like Arsenal and them dudes, but this dude Surf be talking crazy, man. He talk crazy and people love it. I love it. I love what he does. You know what I mean? And to be battling, and another shout out to Surf, because he getting out and he ain't taking no Rudy Poo ass warm up nigga. This nigga he's taking probably the most dangerous puncher in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I know you got guys like Av and Big K, and you got other punchers out there that's crazy, but Rum Nitty, to me, and it's not, I'm just a fan, so I'm not really in Danny Myers battle rapper mode. I'm in fan mode. Rum Nitty is like the best puncher to me.
Okay.
Why? And so for him to be getting out of prison, taking the coldest puncher, it shows a lot of heart and like a lot of confidence. Like, nigga, give me y'all killer. Give me who y'all current killer is, and watch what I do to him. That's the statement Surf is making right here. Rum Nitty, on the other hand, is saying, look, y'all done put me in front of a lot of names, and I done came out on top, or was a classic, or just a great battle in general. Rum Nitty ain't no nigga you can just get in there and play with. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
A win here puts Nitty in another tier, and a win for Surf kind of validates all the love and praise that he gets. Some of it, which I feel is unwarranted. But him beating Nitty is a fucking statement. Then it's like, okay, I beat Nitty. Stop playing with me. Go get Mook. A loss? Think about a loss. What if Surf loses clear? Do we still want to see? I guess we still would want to see Mook and Surf, but you know what I'm saying?
The
but
whole game changes if Surf lose, because social media is so crazy. I don't think they're going to let him get away with this, especially if Nitty put in like a body. Like, if it's looking
if he body him or even just a 2-1 clear, it's like, damn, like all that hype and all that you getting out of prison shit just goes down the drain. And I'm not sure how that carries over into him versus Mook. You know, I don't know where the trajectory of that battle goes from there with a loss. But a victory almost guarantees us a Surf and Mook showdown. But here's my thing on that too. What if Surf lose a Nitty and Mook lose to Verb? Like, does the allure for their battle still remain high, or does the whole narrative change?
I do think there will guaranteed be a set of a fan base that will say if Surf loses that this was just training day and he didn't take Rum Nitty serious. We will get some type of pass given. I don't know how much, but watch. That's how this shit goes.
And that's a fact. That's why I'm laughing, because it's so true. It's so true. It's because he's got almost a scapegoat already. He's already got like a built-in scapegoat for all his battles.
Word.
Like, oh, it was just Nitty. Like, he didn't really care. He really was focusing on Mook. Like, that's what we really want. That's when we're going to get the best Surf. So, you got fans that do that. But you get that type of fan base when you get people devoted to you.
Right.
And that's why I give this man his props, because he has a devoted fan base. You got fans that are just fans. Like, they fuck with you because you hot for the moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got die-hard fans. Like, you can lose 20 or 30 battles in a row and they still riding with you. You know, they going to make excuses. They going to fight for you. They going to get on Twitter and Facebook and explain why you lost. You know what I'm saying? But to get that type of fan base, you had to do something special in their heart Like one of your bars or one of your battles did something to these people's soul to get them to be a devoted follower or disciples damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus had disciples. This nigga Surf got disciples. You feel?
Surf is a code leader.
So shout out to Surf, man.
No doubt.
But it's still fuck that nigga though at the same time. So whatever. You know what I mean?
You already know. Well, Danny, I'm not going to hold you no more, man. I appreciate you so much for breaking this thing down, giving the streets the real perspective on what's going on in this thing we love called battle rap, and definitely appreciate it. July's going down, you versus Twork. I wish you the best of luck, man. You already know.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. July 8th, man. Initiation. And yo, T7M Radio, man. Y'all subscribe, share, comment, like. Fuck with my man. He giving y'all real content. He been going hard for years.